Greetings, YouTube. I'm officially back in the great state of Oklahoma. So if the sound quality is better than normal, that's because I survived the internal microphone of my laptop, which is better than nothing, but certainly not the standards that I like to strive to on my YouTube channel. I just want to say before we begin this video, thank you so much to everyone who reached out for support. I was in a very difficult emotional situation this weekend at a memorial in Kansas City, and I, of course, took nights off of streaming. It might have felt weird that I was posting so much, but I had actually recorded quite a few videos and put them into the drafts folder before I left, so that is why I wasn't on YouTube very much, but I was still able to post. I like to have at least one video a day just to give you something to watch or enjoy outside of your normal life. I'm also still recovering from my cold, so if you say to yourself, wow, Prof, you sound kind of terrible. Yeah, I still feel kind of terrible, but I am here and I am making this video. And today is all about the number one question after this weekend's announcement of the new Alliance War Season 5 changes. Prof, what female champions should I bring to Alliance War to rank up? Now, I want to say as a disclaimer, please do not take this video as me saying that these female champions will automatically be better than their male counterparts. Even Blade, who is losing quite a bit of value due to the lack of bleed damage, will still be a very, very solid option with his danger sense, if nothing else. And I expect Stark Spidey and Corvus and Void and the other top-tier Alliance War attackers that so many in-game summoners have ranked up are still going to have tremendous value. And I personally bring to Alliance War all males, right? I bring Ghost Rider, Iceman, Hyperion, Void, and Blade in some trio. And so, will I change that right now? Probably not. But if I am going to change that, it's going to be because I'm ranking up one of the best champs in the game and my personal favorite champ of all time. You know who I'm talking about. It's Miss Quake. By the way, I'm doing my 3-star roster because I think I have most champions in the 3-star variety, so it makes it easier to visualize this. Quake is amazing, and so many people have messaged me videos of her as a rank 4 or rank 5, 65, 5-star doing such good damage. Now, of course, there are certain nodes you don't want to bring your Quake in. You don't want to bring Quake in an all immunities node. You don't want to bring her in on a stun immune node. It's not going to work. But so many others are incredible. So many others that would make things so much harder for your opponent are great, because all you do when you're playing Quake right is you charge the heavy and you build up those charges, and then you let the aftershock damage do its work. Now, unfortunately, there are very few female options outside of Quake in the Science class. It is a male-dominated class. It's a male-dominated game, really. We do see Spidey Gwen. Hell no, don't rank her up. And She-Hulk, who I think is very underrated, but I would never take a She-Hulk in Alliance War over a Void or a Corvus. Keep in mind, you also got to look toward like Act 6, right? If you're someone in my position. And so this isn't just about Alliance War. In fact, if I had someone had to say you have to rank up a female champion that I really am not that crazy about, or leave an Alliance, I'd go Alliance free. Yeah, screw that. I'm ranking up Void, and you can have your She-Hulk. Okay, so that is a shocker to the Science class. But our next class, which is the Skill class, is a perfect segue, because one of Quake's best synergy bonuses, who unfortunately, now that I bring this up, it is not available as a 3-star option. Good thing I just found that out as I was recording, is my other favorite female once upon a time, Black Widow. Now, even though Black Widow is a fantastic champion, it's tough to really say that much about her because she's not available as a 5 or 6-star, which ticks me off big time, but it is what it is. Believe it or not, because Black Widow is not available as anything besides a 4-star, and Gwenpool, who is normally head and shoulders the best female of the skill class, loses plenty of value because of the lack of bleed damage, even though my boy Hobbit Crom and his 565 Gwenpool probably will still do crazy damage because he's that good, is Elektra. Elektra, with her assassin ability especially, she is such a solid champ. And I do know some people who have her as a 6-star. So maybe that will be a new option for you in the game. Keep in mind, she is very underrated, and I do believe that she is going to have some value in this next Alliance War. I wish that there were a couple other things about her. I wish she had some regen capabilities. She was more of an immunity champion, like a poison immune, for example. That'd be cool. But because she's not, she's still probably the best option given how high of a star she can go. But are you going to do that over Blade? Probably not. Now let's go to the Mutant class, where we have more females than normal. I think the best 2 females of the Mutant class that you're going to want to concentrate on bringing up are Domino, who many already have at 565, and maybe you'll bring her in as an attacker, even though maybe you ranked her up to be primarily a defender. She can do both. She's that good. And then another champ. You're probably going to put Emma on defense, but I have seen some insane damage. She reminds me of like Scarlet Witch Light on that special too, at least Scarlet Witch Light pre-patch 12.0. And besides that, we've got a couple of honorable mentions. Psylocke is insanely good for power control, but struggles with overall damage output. And Rogue maybe is all the way up to the second best choice of the Mutant class. I think she's super fun to play. I actually have her as an Awakened 5-star. And her Special 1 and Special 2, if you use them correctly, can control Health Steal and Power Steal and all of that. Storm and X-23 are also, shall we call them, honorable mentions. Storm, when Awakened especially, the Special 2 does crazy damage. So maybe you want to consider that. X-23, I did a video just kind of speculating whether or not she would still hold really good value. But it seems to be the consensus of the community that she is only going to get that cruelty buff if she is facing a naturally bleed immune champ. And since these are going to be nodes and not the actual champion's ability, Kabam might have Kabam Assault with X-23, which really makes me sad because I actually was considering maybe even bringing her up to rank 4, and now I am not. Okay, so we are already halfway done with classes. And you can see... Excuse me, I'm losing my voice already. We have the spectrum of females of the Cosmic class. Now, Medusa, in general, is the best female champion in the game, at least in my book. And I think that Brian Grant's 565 Medusa now gets even more value with this added boost. She is all about the armor breaks, does not need bleed, so she's not going to be affected by that negative aspect of the new season either. I've seen some insane damage with Hela, though I wish she was not sort of nerfed when she first came out. Angela, honorable mention. Quite a few people have won the RNG lottery and have pulled a 6-star Angela. You might want to bring her in as an attacker. Insane damage and very underrated in things like regeneration. And then, hey, look, it's Satan herself. Hey, she's got poison immunity, and you should still not do anything besides scroll right past. Gamora would have had more value, but the bleed damage does hurt her. Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are my underrated choices for the Cosmic class. They do such insane damage when awakened as they gain power. They're suicide mastery friendly because of their poison immunity, and I love both champions so much. Proxima Midnight, you're not going to want to touch because it just simply takes far too long for her to ramp up and get her damage where it needs to be in the 3 minutes that you'll be needing to be on the clock for Alliance War. Now let's go to the Tech class. As you can see, the Tech class is in need of some female badass champions, but it does have at least one, and that is Nebula. Nebula is in my top 5 best options to rank up for Alliance War Season 5. She has so many great immunities, so like Biohazard won't affect her. She'll be immune to both poison and bleed. And on top of that, insane shock damage, very underrated with regeneration. I have seen 6-star Nebula videos that just make me shake my head and say, I wish I knew how to play that champion a lot better because, my God, she is really good. But otherwise, come on, let's get some more tech female champs. It is in desperate need. It's an all-boys club, and that is not ideal. Now let's go to Mystic. Clearly, the Mystic class has some straight ballers of female champs. Magic is another one of those champs that already was really, really good as an attacker, but now might get even better. The best power control in the game with her special 2. And now you get an attack bonus. My Magic's already at rank 4, probably won't go to rank 5, but I might be bringing her in, even though I normally bring her into map 5 of Alliance Quest. And then, gosh, I wanted to be so excited for Guillotine, but the bleed damage, lack of bleed damage is going to hurt her. Thor Jane Foster, very, very underrated. I love spamming her special 1 and doing an infinite stun lock when the RNG is on my way and on my side. And then Scarlet Witch, I want to say that I want to bring her in, but because she's a 4-star champ, when you go up against a 6-star, you can't afford to make any mistakes because her health is so low compared to what other champions are. So Scarlet Witch, if she was a 5-star or a 6-star, would be amazing. I have literally lost my voice during the time of recording this, but I hope that this helps everyone who needs suggestions on which female champs to rank up. I'm also so thankful I made it through some very, very crazy downpours of rain between Kansas City and Oklahoma. So hopefully I can rust up and lose this cold, because now I'm starting to sound like a mixture between a chain smoker and Kermit the Frog, unless Kermit the Frog was a chain smoker and then that just became redundant. So thanks for watching this video. Which female champs do you plan on ranking up? Comment below and let me know. And thank you again to everyone for your support, your prayers, your thoughts, your encouragement during this tough weekend for me. It really was a fantastic and humbling reminder of how amazing this MCOC community always is.